the side will be taking. FNATIC cleanly taking this, and it's an instant posture towards retake.
Yeah, and actually, they're going to opt to do a much deeper wall here.
Spike planted.
Actually split the site in half. They have full control of Snowman here, so TENSTAR got it all to do on this retake, and that wall drops, and look at that, Doma and Mystic will open things up. Brody and Russ fall, Stanley for good measure too. Just leaving two left.
We get hard mode casting. The UI's just bailed out on us. This is what we live for here.
It's 2v4, I think.
We'll be very vague with our statements. Non-committal, you may say. It is down to the Killjoy and the Jet to do something with this, but pulling these players out of positions is going to be tricky. Quite complementary. Magnum to find one, Doma with the other.
FNATIC elsewhere.
You should run.
To put the pressure onto A's side. They lockdown actually invested. Russ hits a fantastic shot onto Durka.
No 30 seconds left.
Nothing they can do about this lockdown here. They got to respect it for the time being.
Yep.
But it is a 3v3.
Coming back.
Definitely doable here for TENSTAR. 2 rifles. Brody on the Sheriff and no plant just yet. Actually, Doma going to retrieve the orb and then get the plant so his ultimate's online. Potentially considering that res.
Oh, V, let's see it. How much you got in the tank here, bud? No one's giving him that first step in. You could see maybe he could have found Magnum, but they are so committed to these angles. There's the double swing off the back of the kind of peak. Brody's done well to actually find that and bring this back to a 1v1, but even then, Magnum's still able to buy information and time, unsure of the position. And the man who does not blink, who does not move, who merely grins, will get another find, you know, the upcoming stars of the UK. And Russ actually was one of them. He got to play with old Henry G. And look at the man now, already getting himself in a great position here, moving forward. Does at least get one. Traded out by Doma in the end. I do miss the birthday hat, but it is a 4v4. And look at this position from Mystic. This is perfection. You could not ask for anything better. And Mystic laps it up. Punishment aplenty. And poor old Stanley once again. Much of one, but it was a little. Magnum, babyface killer, still alive, but Polvi might not be. 26 HP ain't much to play with, and you're about to be surrounded. You've got a player hunting you down. It's Boaster. Says hello, catches him out, and now the spike's down, and you've got Stanley and old Cray trying to play this back in. I don't know where you're going to find value in this. Stanley's got a lot of utility, kind of denying maybe even that middle play, so kind of forced to play through on CT. Walls in the way, and the ultimate on the other side. Peekaboo, Boaster. Says hello. Stanley good control on the second attempt there. Spots another. It's Mystic, but all time being for Hypoc. This is a landslide.
Yeah.
Durka might check it, but do you expect it not? You don't expect the timing. The timing on both. Yeah, oh, there it is. A 2-for-1 trade out, and it's just open. Playing it down to the wire here. Late lurk in middle as well. Keep that building in the back of your mind. Spike to be planted. Better not be stopped here. They could be in trouble. Actually, Magnum's been dealt with. Smile not wiped off his face just yet, as Russ has actually found 2. That's a big game changer here. Doma called upon, and Doma delivers. No time left, though. It had to be a fight!
What is Mystic doing there?
Bloody hell. Old TENSTAR getting an absolute battering. Boaster up on a plate. Thank you very much. That was identified a lot earlier by Stanley, but once again the trade comes in. So FNATIC never quite letting this get away from them. They're still keeping control on this. It's 9-0. Rez comes through. This is light work for them, which is, again, credit to FNATIC to play so well. Doma, simple stuff. The man is so sharp today. And Stanley, light armor and a rifle. Doing the best he can. He's got a lot of work in front. He is gambling correctly towards that B site. And what can he do with this? Give him a quick deny. Yeah, well, he's so well positioned to kind of, again, neuter what he can do, deny the possibility. Great spot from Cray to keep that in the back of his mind. Doma does get caught by that, but the trade instantaneous for Magnum. And speaking of, he's going walkabouts. Of course he is. He'll post himself up in kitchen. The turret goes in, he can kind of fall away from that as Tommy's got his back. And now you look at what's remaining. 3 players. Polvi unable to really get much done. The walls, the utility just instantly bringing this to, you know, a couple of feet's difference. Durka's already watching the push through. He's still maintaining this, playing off the back of this utility is so well placed, Hypot.
Yeah, Magnum, again, I got to credit it. I'll talk about it after this round, but he's single-handedly removed Stanley from this round. In terms of this rotation here, he's actually now backfilled him in the top of kitchen.
Doug, they're so they know they have a read on literally every part of this. TENSTAR. I mean, if anything, it's flattery. FNATIC having to be fully prepared for you. And this might be the game changer. Here we go. Maybe there's a bit of difference. Polvi, forced away, down to 6 HP. Just about keeps his life, though.
It is a 2v3. Mystic and Durka left here to try and recover this. Polvi very low HP.
One enemy remaining.
Brody as well. Actually, Mystic gonna fall here. Good work from Polvi. Potentially to get them on the board.
I love that read, knowing that you could go, they'd want that additional step. Durka just trying. Durka's not going to get away. There it is. First round on the board. It's going to be written down in my notes. Yeah, this could be nice. This could get some pressure on it. Okay, wall goes up, so Doma tries to keep himself at least safe from one of the two potential angles. Stanley hears all this, though. Spots out Boaster. That's a big claim. He knows that Doma's there, but Doma still wins out. Doma's been having a series, by the way. We'll make note of that soon, because Mystic also got one, so this is still not over yet. FNATIC actually maintained the numbers, and here comes Durka, makes his appearance, says hello, says goodbye! That's 2 huge kills found. Russ and Brody put to the bed, and Polvi. A 1v now 3. Spike gonna get to halfway, 100% has to hit the reload. 5 bullets left, that's all he's got to play with. Make it 2, make it not matter. Look at this pressure. TENSTAR playing like they're leading 12-1. They're trying to just be bold, do what they can, and they've actually got the first 2. Terra and Boaster do answer back, but by now it's down to the very last few standing. Boaster's still going to capitalize towards Cray, which puts us into a 2v2, right? This is where the options for FNATIC now truly begin. Polvi just about made it out. 27 HP, ain't much to write home about, but again, Boaster's only got a little sting up, and Brody's found him. It's now all on Durka. Just don't put it past him. Finds one. He knows that Brody was nearby as well. Knows that he was towards CT if Boaster's been calling it out, which I'm sure he has been. There's the confirmation. And he's still got a fair amount of utility to play with here. Baits on the first, and he was almost there. And the site is now going to be filled with FNATIC. The spike's almost there. Stanley has found Boaster. That's a big pickup, actually. Not bad at all. Polvi finding at the back of Tri-Box as well. Oh, the perfect adjustment. Polvi's out around. The first bit of damage, but still smiling. Russ from the site, dips out. Well aware of this, you can see the Viper just creating new lines to battle among. There's still plenty standing here. This is not drastically falling either way just yet, but there it is. FNATIC's rifles come on board, come online, exactly what they needed. As Brody did a little bit of damage, but not enough to dissuade the way the round's going. As the spike is going down. And that lingering Astra is going to be a nuisance.
Timing on the turret.
Brody's jump peak, didn't even see it. And the timing's going to be... It's going to be fine. Boaster kind of controlled our kit. I'm keeping my eye on the spike here more than anything to see if it actually comes over. Mystic's the one carrying it, but Russ's mid-control is good. He's holding it in place. They can't quite get through until now. Boaster does take down Russ, so now the double doors are open. Flash in. Doma turns it himself. Comes through and... Perfect timing. Flash goes in. Polvi's able to turn it just fine. Gets himself to a slightly deeper but safe angle, and they want another pick.
I was going to say, they've lost everything elsewhere. Stanley, actually will show his hand on the back of that neural theft. Doma comes out on top in terms of the damage exchange, though. Cray will find Mystic, though. Gonna slip out of that poison orb. Doma now, the 1v3 presented.
He needs a cheeky one. Oh, it's not pretty today. It's not pretty today.
Viper's Pit available, Lauren, so if they can at least get on the site, they find an opening.
Got your trail.
Yeah, I feel like Russ was trying to do a little more than he had to there by readjusting. Again, yes, sure, supporting Prey would have been great, but unnecessary at this point. But they have to go up the site now off the back of that pick. And you're right, the ultimate obviously then comes through. Gonna swarm the spike. As the plant is there. Doma, playing outside of it. Deep flash in, didn't catch anyone. Gives them at least a second to pause for thought.
3v3 now.
Oh, it's still manageable, but look at the rifles and the weaponry the TENSTAR are working with. A little bit of a change out for Brody, but it ain't much of an upgrade. Still going to work his way around his Doma, who'd first meet if he did decide to go through all the way. Brody just walks on in. No one was absolutely none the wiser. The HP is super low. This is very doable for Doma, but Cray denies on 21 HP. There's Durka. A little look down towards Madonna, but no one's really there. Boaster's actually found Stanley, so that could open up a little bit of space, a little bit of a pain point for FNATIC to try and pressure, but you can still see TENSTAR and just fine. They've got the get there to fill the gap. Now, Brody's in trouble, though. He's super isolated here. You can see the Jet now trying to just get on through to help him out. Brody does need some support. He gets it. It's a 2-for-2 trade out, but FNATIC do have the site. But these positions, look at Russ's position here. If Doma doesn't catch him, that could be a huge issue down the line. Oh, the Flash is eating that completely. Fully blind. Cray even finding Magnum, though. And there's the trade out. It's on Cray. A 1v2. Seeker's come through. Position's going to be known. Has to give it away. Even the Seeker taking a fair bit of bullets he had to work with. Time's beginning to dwindle here, Hypok. What can he do with this?
If anything, Doma and Mystic just going to play this disciplined. Still got a snake bite, so they can run this down. You can see the ping already. There it comes through and becoming okay. A little bit of a miss, actually. Yeah, they have to come and invest. A push through from double door, so a good read here from TENSTAR initially. Cray and Russ actually going to open this round up. Mystic will respond, but early victories here in favor of TENSTAR. But as I say that, Doma will bring it to a 3v3.
Yeah, those sky flashes from Doma just completely made light of two of them with the rifle as well. Poor old Stanley was blind as anything, could not see. And there's the Seeker giving away the position of Polvi. Yeah, and there it is. Straight in we go. The mid control. Yeah, undone. Durka just drive-bys. Russ can't get away from it. Now, the spike's not quite towards the site yet, and they're starting to be a little bit curious as to what's going on here. Polvi's on the way to CT. Cray tried to play through elbow. Gets caught by Mystic. Spike now down. It is a 3v3. But the rifle's, of course, favouring FNATIC apart from this. Polvi still working back in from that CT side. Doma's got one flash to play with here. Now he's in trouble. Forced out. Tagged up. That actually tagged through. So nicely done. Jump peek from Durka. He's got the ult, but he's under pressure. Stanley wants him gone. He's going to actually play this forward. Durka, you mad lad. This is what you need from him. But straight away, Brody body checks.
Beautiful.
No one there to bail him out. The Viper is at the bottom of the middle, but Russ still trying to get this one. Magnum. No one there to save you this time. Russ was expecting a player to hold his push, but no one was. Now the Seekers go down and they can reveal the positions, but it's only Boaster really who's got this control towards B. The Viper's on the way, but needs a second or two more to get there. Smoke goes in to allow the cross, and Mystic can get the plant, but again, you're working with very little here. Ghosts, specters, and, well, a bulldog. Mystic's been a little naughty with this. He's actually been very naughty with this, setting up Durka. That's incredible stuff from FNATIC. Pulling away from the side at just the right time. Do they know where Brody is? If he wants it. He's also out gearing every single one of them. There we go. It's the ult time. 10 seconds. But it doesn't quite reach the back of the site. They've still got some play area here.
He's here. Actually going to run through that snake bite. We'll find the first here. Durka. Last bastion of hope for FNATIC here in this round. Will reveal his position, and Brody gets a little too close for comfort.
Give himself one angle to play with, that's it. He's going to get it. Good work from Polvi. Nice collection towards Durka. As Magnum's foray in towards middle begins. That should have been a shot of his, but no, Cray's going to catch it, and it's actually Doma who's still doing work, right? I feel like that's just going to be something we're going to say every single day of the week, is that Doma will still find value. Stanley. Just jiggle peeking away towards middle. We could have sent that flash, popped it, but he felt as though he's safe enough for this. Cross in for Mystic. The divide does go a hell of a way, but somewhat irrelevant now as the spike is down.
Mystic gets it. Oh my word. Polvi gets straight up close.
Just, he knows exactly what he had to do with that. He understood the assignment. And now the 2v2 post-bomb. What do they have? I mean, you've got Astra, I guess, but I don't know what Doma can do. Maybe a flash. Catches, actually catching both of them. He saw him by the box, and Cray is super low HP. The trade's good enough.
FNATIC to head this direction.
But look where they're going. Durka seems aware of this, and yeah, he gets full information off the back. Yeah, that is incredible. Cray's found Durka though in the meantime, so even with all that reveal, Doma's trying to play this just right around the corner. It's Mystic though to make himself the man. The turret at the back of it, he's got the support from Boaster, and he's held the line. Cray and Stanley left scratching their heads after what was a great start there. It looked so good. Stanley can't convert towards Mystic, who still holds. As Cray called upon in a 1v3. Spike being controlled, contained. Magnum going to be more of a nuisance as well, give them less option. Good connection, but I'm expecting the swing to come through. Yeah, Boaster now noted, does not matter. It's Magnum to find it, and FNATIC. You could just sit there. If they hit this A site, it's I mean, it could have been a 3v2, but it is going to be a 2v2 at best now, as Doma did find Stanley. That's a rifle loss, a little bit.
30 seconds left.
A lot to sell the B intention with no follow-up, as Magnum's still very well prepared. Going to hear this go down. Note, maybe a player in middle, but Magnum's now in trouble. He's going to have a lot of players looking his way. Boaster gets away with murder. Don't know how he's done it, but Polvy's fallen. And now there's problems aplenty. It's a 4v2, and the spike's just about gone down. They can't really escape the site. Another tag comes in. Russ looking worse for wear. The walking wounded. Durka puts him out of his misery, and Boaster.
See here how TENSTAR actually respond to this here. Stanley going to find Doma as he drifts out of B main. And actually, that's going to bait a little bit of a rotation here. A site up for grabs. Magnum got to back away. Respect this. Russ going to spy out some utility here. Magnum potentially going to get spammed out from behind the box. Oh, as good as.
Oh, he's alive. Still alive. Still not kicking now. Cray's got him. The site swarmed. This might be a give up here from FNATIC. Yeah, they're backing away. This is time to keep those guns. And a necessary round for TENSTAR. Stanley with the punish towards Mystic too, so you're not getting away with too much. Okay, maybe trying to do a bit of damage on the way through, but it's 5 alive as it stands, which is exactly what TENSTAR needs. It's what the doctor ordered. A bit of rest, relaxation, and 5 rifles. Durka's still looking for a way to remove one. There it is. How much more can he do? Yeah, so Magnum's going to back away maybe towards the backside of Tribox a little deeper, but the hit's going to come in off the back of it. The flash goes in. Durka is unaffected, still standing tall. And 2 players actually being detained here, but Durka is being the defender, the man to hold on to this. The opposite in hand! And TENSTAR are on the floor. Stanley witnessing the massacre. Left dazed and confused. Pops the ult on the way back in like it's going to help you, mate. You might be able to see him, but what are you going to do about it? Needs a bit of magic from Brody here. That's 1 and 2 now spotted, but Stanley's left on 27 HP.
My word.
Passing each other here. Doma. Kind of, you know, noting each other. Oh, the fast play up. Mystic. Oh no, he's denied Polvy. Stanley with a great trade though. Going to keep this at least in check. The flashes, they are going blow for blow here, trade for trade, but it's actually the kill for Cray to come through. The site's still being contested, but they've just got a second to pause for thought. Maybe the spike can be carried across, but it's a 2v3. The spike was with Cray. As Russ is still towards the site, looking towards T-side push. Deep hold from Boaster towards CT. You're going to have Durka watching the cross. That still terrifies me. Goes for the drone instead. Russ maybe trying to gain some ground here. Ult now invested. This is a lot on Russ.
One enemy remaining.
To do something with, and he's been put down by Boaster. This is where problems begin. Cray called upon. It's a 1v3. This would deny 11 on the board, but it's a big one for FNATIC too. Does he find a way? Already the KJ ult comes in. Aggression must be expected now. What does Cray do with this? He wants Boaster first. He gets it. The follow-up! Oh, there was a window of opportunity. He gets slammed on his fingertips as Magnum is there. Boaster's timing is everything here. He could catch 2 players that are none the wiser. Brody, unaware, now made fully aware. Boaster goes to town. Oh, the third. Go on. There it is. Boaster with a beauty. Finding Polvy, and now Stanley and Russ, he's even reading it. Boaster's absolutely reading this like a book. He couldn't get the last 2, but he knows exactly where they are. And as I said, those hopes and dreams are being crushed in the hands of FNATIC here. TENSTAR gave it everything they could. They gave it a valiant attempt. But dreams don't always come true, and Cinderella stories are that of fairy tales. As Durka waits, doesn't quite deliver the killing blow there towards Russ. But Russ now knows his days are looking a little numbered as Durka double dips, and it is just down to 1. It is FNATIC to walk away the victors, to stay alive, and bear in mind, FNATIC are born and bred in these lower bracket runs. They do not ever look too out of sorts. They look calm, collected, and they once again push through.